You're
Renee and
in.
I, hi Sybil, nice to meet you. I'm Bonnie.
Nice to meet
We
you also.
thank thank you and thank you for joining us today. You too,
So
Tiffany.
excited. Hey guys, we are live on Facebook. Say hello, everybody, the two that we have let in so far. These
Hello,
are
hello.
our guests today that are going to fire it up for us out there. And then here in just a moment, we're going to let everybody else. Bonnie, I think we're free to do that.
Could you make me co-host, Renee?
Oh, I didn't do that? Well,
It's
shoot.
because I was chatting with you too much.
Well, that's all right.
That's
That's
what
all right.
happens when we get together. We chat.
So true. Okay, there you go.
There we go. I'm going to let
You
everyone in
can
and
let
I
everybody
will,
in.
yes, and I'll manage the screen.
Perfect.
Hey, we are a good team here.
Woo-woo! Everything's working normally today. Knock on something.
Please do. Please do. Let's keep it that way.
I'm telling you what, some days I think the universe is against me technologically. Good morning out there, everybody. I see people. I see people. Hi. Hi, Kelly, Darlene, Ashley,
Good
Donna.
morning. Good morning, Charlena.
I
Haven't seen Charlena, I don't think, since convention. But nice to see you here. Nice to see
know.
everyone.
Been a minute. Can we all just take a second to appreciate Miss Bonnie's new haircut?
Oh, stop.
Come on now, ladies. Like, come
Thank you.
on. We
Thank you.
know this is so cute. So cute.
Mhm.
She said she might
Thank
even
you.
go a little shorter next time. I say go for it, of course,
I
because
got brave. I got brave. Thank
yeah.
you. Thank you.
Well, we love it. We love it. We love it. Okay, guys. So we're so excited to be back again with you for another Momentum Pharmacy. Thursday is our day. It's our gig. It's Bonnie and I's time to kind of just do this gig together. We love it. We enjoy it. We love all of you guys and the guests that we have. Today, we're going to do a success story first, and then we're going to jump into some hair care. Now, guys, this particular FI said to me, if you ever need anyone to talk about hair, I can talk for days. And I'm like,
Alrighty.
what? It's time to put her to the test.
I love it. I love it. I
So
can't wait.
I know it's going to be so good. But first of all, let's go ahead and jump into our success story. We have Sybil with us today. Sybil, I'm not going to steal any of your thunder. I know that you are on our other speakers team, so we're kind of pulling a 2-for-1 today. But we're going to hear your success story. I want you to tell us a little bit about yourself and how you're doing here at Pharmacy and how you have found your success. Take it away, my friend.
Hi there. Thank you so much for having me. My name is Sybil. I am a toddler mom from Colorado. I've been with pharmacy for a year and a half. I've also been in network marketing for 12 years. So I think my journey mostly started in my mid-20s. I wasn't always the pretty girl. I wasn't the girly girl. My makeup was from Walmart. I applied foundation with my hands, and no, I did not clean my hands before applying my foundation. Don't come for me. I didn't know. But mascara, chapstick, that was my go-to out the door. But I had terrible breakouts all over my face. So I would never leave the house without a full face. I didn't even do my eyebrows until almost 30. Like, I just didn't know. So I wanted to be the girly girl. So I joined a makeup company thinking, hey, let's earn some extra income. Let's learn about some makeup. But it was always a side hustle for me. So I ran an auto repair shop for 13 years for my parents. I did everything from accounting, service writer, parts, even I was a mechanic. We did 7 days a week, 12-hour days. It was a rough life. But I would come home at night and I would film my content. But I became a selfie queen because I would take a picture with a car that I was working on. Even if I was under it, I was snapping selfies. So that was kind of fun. But I wanted to retire my dad with that income, and it just always stuck as a side hustle. So I met a man, and of course, you know what happens. We had a baby, so life shifted. When my baby turned 2, he was actually diagnosed with apraxia. So a lot of speech therapy. It's hard to hold down a 9-to-5 job and have somebody that needs to have speech therapy 3 hours a week. Like, it's not a thing. So that's where network marketing really started to like sound the little alarm that, hey, maybe you should switch from side hustle to full time. So And the truth is, I just felt forced with my last company that I was with. I felt like it was one size fits all. There was no options. I'm going to get into that later because options is my favorite part of pharmacy. But when looking to join a new company, pharmacy was absolutely unmatched in everything I looked up. And the excitement of joining, this was the place to be. So I was still worried. I was on the fence. I was like, my face, my skin is so sensitive. I was like, I am terrified to try something new. So I ordered a VFX foundation, a full blast mascara, and a lip gloss. And let me tell you, chef's kiss. There was no irritation. The makeup didn't smell. And the lip gloss, it was not sticky. Like if you've had a sticky lip gloss, you understand, okay? And even though I joined pharmacy for the makeup part of it, I fell in love with the skincare because my face is clear. I am so proud to go to the pool or go to the grocery store and not wear makeup. Like, oh, it's just a weight lifted off of me. And my toddler's love language is touch. So he's constantly touching my face. I'm like, please don't touch my face. But I don't have breakouts. I'm so, so grateful for the amazing products at pharmacy. I have come up with my niche. My niche is quick mom life. And that came about when I started to do my lives. I came on and I always said, I have 10 minutes and I gotta go to an appointment. I gotta drop Lolo off at school. So I became the quick mom niche. But I wanted to like expand on that. I wanted to do more. So I started looking into the working woman who has 10 minutes to get out the door to get to work to her 9 to 5 job, the world traveler that just can only put a few things in her luggage to get from place to place. So how I could wrap all that together. And I started doing these. So the 3-in-1 palette is great because you can do your eyes, your blush, your bronzer, your highlight. It's just one palette. It's super easy. And then if you do the midnight touch, I absolutely love this line. But again, you do eyes, lips, cheeks, contour. It's just amazing that you can have one product and do all these amazing things. It's not just EU compliant though. I mean, it's luxury makeup. The biggest part for me is that it's beginner friendly and it's easy to apply. I absolutely love that, especially for moms that say, oh my gosh, I love your makeup, but I could never do that. Girl, you should have seen where I started. Get this, you know what I mean? And I love the options part of it because you can go matte or you can go glowy or you can mix and match and do both. The same thing with like the nutrition line. You know, if you're not about gummies and being in your teeth and being all sticky, that's perfect. We have tablets. If you don't want a tablet, that's okay. We have a powder version, a liquid version. Like we have so many options. But the biggest thing that I think shifted my business was to know the products. So my thing is blush. My team is Blushing Beauties. So I wanted to learn all about the blushes. I could tell you my favorite blush powder is going to be Cool Queen. I can tell you my favorite stick blush is going to be Play. And my favorite liquid blush is going to be Dignity, my absolute favorite blush ever. Okay. So know the products, learn the products, love the products, and then it's easy for you to go out there and say, girl, you need this Dirty Rose liquid liner. You need this satin pink lip gloss because it is so good together. So learn the products, love the products. And then to wrap it up, I would just like to share 3 of my highlights that I've had since I've joined pharmacy. Team ambition. I absolutely love you girls so much. I did not know that I needed community and friendship and love and support. And I can tell you, even outside of pharmacy, these girls, they are my friends, my family, they are my go-to. And I absolutely love that. And even outside of Team Ambition, like everybody I've come across, I'm not going to cry. You know, Ashley Veal, Heather Watson, you know, they're not in our upline, but they still open up team chats for us and power hours on Saturday mornings. And I'm so appreciative that everybody comes together and everybody learns and everybody grows. And I just love that so much. My number 2 highlight, which I'm sure my team is going to laugh because this is like something I've been screaming about since we left convention, walking the stage. I loved walking the stage as an all-star. It was like such a highlight and such an honor. And I had so much energy and I want to walk the stage every convention. But it was also meeting corporate. Like I got a great picture with Renee and Bonnie. Like they're out on the registration floor with us, just interacting and taking pictures. And that stood out to me as is amazing. Like to just be in it with us. I loved it. And then my third highlight is going to be speaking on this call because I've grown so much as a leader and I finally get to share my voice and share my ideas. And I appreciate corporate so much for allowing us these opportunities. So thank you.
Okay, well, wasn't expecting me to get teary on this call. Okay, all right. Sybil, you're the sweetest. Those are great highlights. Thank you for sharing those with us. Appreciate that so much. I love your story. I love how you are now a girly girl like you always wanted to be. And we just appreciate you so much. Can't wait to see you back at convention, walking the stage again for whatever your next goal is. We're just so proud of you. And Tiffany, I know you're just beaming with pride. I can see you. So thank you so much, Sybil. We appreciate you. Woo, okay then. All right. Let's go ahead and move right into, you better not make me cry either. And I'm not saying your last name because you know I butcher it every time. But guys, please welcome Tiffany. And Tiffany's going to share all about our amazing pharmacy hair care with you. And her hair results have been fascinating. I'm going to let her speak. Go for it, Tiff. We can't wait.
Hello, guys. My name is Tiffany Treeganning. I am never going to make Renee have to say that. So let me start with something before I even get into hair care. And I'm like trying to hold back. Sybil, you should have warned me a little bit. But I just want to tell everybody that's watching this call, and I want a reminder of sometimes in this industry, it gets to the point that you start to look at other people's journeys and you start to compare yourself and things like that. I want you to know that rank is not defining you. Okay. And Sybil is such a perfect person to put in that spotlight. She works so hard. She shows up to every single call. She is always helping everybody on the team, no matter what. She works so, so hard. Just because she's not a manager yet does not mean that that's not going to happen. And I know that it's right around the corner for her. But a lot of these calls, you're going to see people with this massive success in this business. And just know that that rank doesn't define you. Okay. Your success is around the corner. It's going to come. We're in such a perfect place here with pharmacy. So just want to throw that out. But anyways, let's stop getting emotional and let's talk about hair. So a little backstory about me. For anybody that doesn't know about my hair journey, if anybody follows me on social media, I talk about hair constantly. But a little backstory. I've been in this industry for about 10 years now, and about a year and a half ago, I decided to come to pharmacy. I left my previous company, which was the first company I had ever been with, but they were very makeup and skincare based. And that's what I was all about. I was about the beauty. I loved everything about it. So to be honest with you, when I came to pharmacy, I was not looking for hair care. I I had gone through this massive hair journey of trying to get my hair healthier. And to be honest with you, I was at a point that I was like, I'm giving up. Okay. There's nothing that's going to help. I have been through it all. A little backstory to that. I've always had longer hair. In my like self love journey, if anybody was to ask me back in the day, like what was the number one feature, I would say my hair. All day long, my hair. That was like the one thing I loved. And I went to a new hairstylist. I moved to a different state and tried on a new hairstylist, and she ended up frying my hair off. To the point that maybe about a month or two after I got my hair done, my hair started breaking. Okay. Not just falling out, breaking. Every time I would touch it, my desk would be covered in hair. To the point that at one point, I think my hair was probably about up to here. And it was like all different layers, broken, crazy. I cried about it for so long. And then a little bit later, after trying tons of different products, I tried expensive, I tried drugstore, I've tried keratin treatments, I've like literally done it all. I got pregnant. And at that point, you know, you start to get this glow, your skin gets beautiful, your hair gets beautiful. My hair started growing, but it was still breaking. So after I had my son, my hair drastically changed, got super, super dry. And then I started to hit that postpartum hair loss. Okay. So it was just like one thing after another. And then I ended up getting COVID when my son was about 6 months old, and it ruined the health of my hair. My hair wouldn't take color anymore. It was a whole thing. Okay. So within this process, like I said, I had tried so many things that I wasn't really thinking that like pharmacy was going to change everything. But once I got here, I said, well, I might as well buy the hair care, right? With our discount, get the 50% off, try the products, and then just see how they go. And drastic change without me even realizing it. I remember I was speaking on stage at one of our team trainings, and my sponsor actually was like, "Oh, like your extensions look really good today." And I said, "I didn't wear my extensions today." So at that point, I think that that's when it kind of clicked for me that I started going through my old videos and my old photos and really drastically seeing like that change that's happened in my hair. So if you guys don't know a lot about the hair care, we are going to talk about it, okay? I'm going to try not to take up too much of your time. I literally have pages of notes so that I stay on subject because like I told Renee, I was like, I'll talk all day about this because I absolutely am in love with these products. So, first off, we're going to talk about how to position yourself as an expert with hair care. We're going to talk about what makes pharmacy hair care powerful, and then we are going to talk about how to promote the hair care, okay? So, the first thing to become an expert on any product, right? Even if you're not into the hair journey, this is going to be for every single person. Do your research. Okay. There's a lot of things that we can end up talking about and making content about without saying, like, come try pharmacy products to get healthier hair. My biggest thing is like, I want to educate my audience on hair health in general. Okay. One of the things that I learned, which is kind of crazy, you guys will have to tell me in the comments if you knew this. Did you know that your hair or your scalp ages quicker than your skin on your face? Look, Bonnie's shaking her head. Yes, I had no idea. I literally didn't know. But there's so much emphasis on skincare, 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 and not about talking about our scalp. Okay. And we're going to go all into scalp health and all that kind of stuff. See, so many people didn't know that, but it ages quicker than your face. So we need to start taking care of our scalp. All right. So healthy hair is going to start at the scalp. Most people are going to ignore that, right? When they think about hair health, they're going to think of, oh, what can I put in the ends? That's the driest part of my hair. What kind of products are going to help my hair? And they're ignoring the idea of our scalp is where everything starts. Okay. So I need to understand the fundamentals of hair growth, hair strength, hair health in general, right? So this is one thing that I actually did is I went on ChatGPT is like my new best friend. I was very anti this for a long time. I think if it's used correctly, it's a really good resource for your business. So I use ChatGPT and I went in and I asked it just basic ideas of hair health. Nothing about pharmacy, nothing about hair products. I wanted to become an expert on hair health in general. So I asked it things about the importance of scalp treatment, key factors affecting hair health, the science of healthy hair, and ingredients that are going to help healthy hair. So I took all of that information and then looked into our hair care products on what that's going to do for hair. Okay. So ChatGPT is one of my best friends. Google is also another. I literally will just Google things about hair health, hair ingredients, things like that. Okay. So we want to become an expert. And it's the same thing of, if you're into skincare, become an expert on skin. It's not just become an expert on the products, be an expert in that category. Okay. So let's talk about the different pharmacy products, and so we can get more comfortable in recommending these to our customers. Okay. The first thing that I absolutely love about our hair care line is that there is a color protecting complex in it. Okay. And what does that mean for everybody that colors their hair? For anybody who doesn't know, I'm a natural blonde. Okay. You might see a lot of gray around the front of my face, but I am a natural blonde. So I do color my hair regularly to get the darker color. And I love that it's not going to strip my color. Okay. So that's one of the biggest things. And that's something that I always bring up to my customers as well. I always ask them, do you color your hair? And the ones that say yes, I'm like, great. You're not going to have a problem with this. For products that I've used in the past, I've had a problem with it fading my color over time. Okay. Next thing, there's lots of claims on the website that you guys can look at, but the hair care products are SLS free, they're gluten free, paraben free, silicone free, they're vegan, tons of things, right? Really, really good ingredients in our hair care. Okay. So the four main lines, let's talk about them. Okay. So first thing, I have them all sitting here because they're all over my desk for my videos. The reviving line. Okay. I know that this is one of the most popular. A lot of people talk about this. Now, if you've been in pharmacy for a little bit, I know there's some people that are very upset about the revitalizing going away. But here's a little info on you. This baby has garlic and capixul in it. Okay. So this is going to help strengthen your hair and give you healthier hair. Okay. So this is a great product for somebody that has thinning hair. It's going to help it look shinier and healthier. And like I said, this does have the garlic and capixul in it. Okay. The next thing, this is my favorite line. This is the one that I actually use, but this is the hydrating line. So this is going to be for people that have dry, brittle hair. Now this tends to be a little bit heavier on your hair. So anybody that has a little bit more fine hair, they're probably not going to love this. Okay. Regardless if their hair is a little bit drier, this does tend to be a little bit heavier. Okay. And then we have the volumizing. This is going to be for people that are going to have that thin, fine hair that need a little bit more volume. And this is going to be a lot more lightweight on their hair. Okay. And then, of course, we have the intensive repair line. This is going to be really good for that brittle, damaged hair. This is something that I actually started with the intensive repair when I first started using pharmacy hair care, and then I went into the hydrating over time just because my hair is super, super dry. Okay, so let's talk about the oils. Okay, this is my big one. You are going to see me rave about the elixir. Okay. Oh, also, I skipped my notes. Another thing that I learned, and I really want to hear the truth about this. How many people shampoo their hair twice? Or do we only shampoo our hair once? Need to start shampooing your hair. Look, Bonnie knows everything about hair. I'm like so proud. I, for 30 years, shampooed my hair once. Never did anybody tell me that. But please shampoo your hair twice. Okay. Take a small amount of shampoo, put it in your hand, work it together, roots only, right? And then rinse it out. And then you're going to shampoo a second time. The biggest thing is your shampoo is going to cleanse your hair, get rid of all that buildup on your scalp. The second shampoo is actually going to give you those ingredients and it's going to do its job and not have to fight through, dirt, oil, and all those kinds of things, right? So, okay, I wasn't alone. Some people didn't know that. All right, so let's talk about oils. This is where I get really, really excited. Now, let me do some clarifying. I have looked into this. I've done so much research because I have learned a lot about scalp health. Okay. And we'll talk about that a little bit. But there is the two different oils, right? We have the reviving hair oil and then we have the super elixir. Okay. Now, the reviving oil, I'm going to be really real with you, is going to be more of a, I don't want to not a temporary fix, but not a long-term fix for your hair. This is going to give you benefits for split ends, dry hair, frizzy hair. It's going to show results immediately, but it's something that you're going to have to do regularly to keep those results going. It's not going to be like a long-term health, okay? Versus the super elixir oil that is going to give you all of those benefits long-term for healthier hair. Okay. Not talking down on the reviving oil, but I have done my research to kind of look at it. And I think that sometimes we look at the reviving oil is in the series with the reviving shampoo. And we're like, oh, that's for hair growth, things like that. That's really going to grow your hair. It's more for strengthening your hair. Okay. So, let's talk about the super elixir, why this is my holy grail item, my hero product. I will talk about this all day long because truthfully, that's where the game changed for me for hair health. Okay. Now, you can look into a ton of things on when it comes to the ingredients. I could be here literally all day talking about ingredients for this. But scalp treatments are going to be the most important thing when it comes to a healthier hair. So yes, the elixir has helped my hair grow, but this is also going to be for people that just want overall healthier hair. Okay. Think of your scalp as the soil to a plant. Okay. When we're trying to grow a plant, we're not watering the leaves. We're not focusing on that. We're focusing on the soil, right? That's where all the nutrients are coming from. That is the same thing with your scalp. You all day long can put product in the ends of your hair, the mid of your hair, all those things. But if you're not treating your scalp, then you're not going to see those long-term results. And like I said, after trying tons of different products and treatments and all these things, I wasn't seeing results because I wasn't focused on one of the main things when it comes to hair health. Okay. So, like I said, scalp treatments are not just for hair growth. It's going to be for overall healthier hair. When it comes to doing a scalp treatment, this is going to eliminate scalp sensitivity. It's going to help eliminate dandruff. I have super, super dry scalp. Okay. This is the only thing that has done wonders for my dandruff. Even if you have oily scalp, this is the same concept of if you have oily skin, you need to hydrate your skin even more because your skin is fighting for that moisture, right? When it starts to dry out a little bit, that's when we produce more oil on our skin. That's the same thing that's happening to your scalp. So if you have oily scalp and you feel like you got to wash your hair every single day, it's because your scalp needs to be hydrated, and this is going to help with that. Okay. It's also going to reduce breakage and fallout with your hair, and it's going to aid against aging scalp. Okay. It is also going to protect against damage. There's vitamins and fatty acids in this oil that are actually going to create a barrier against heat styling, environmental damage, things like that. So that's a great benefit to talk to your customers about. Okay. So here's the thing. I was like thinking about doing a scalp treatment on here, but I got so much information for you. And I literally, when Renee messaged me about doing this, I just did a scalp treatment the day before. Not that it would hurt my scalp to do it, but let's talk about how to do scalp treatments with the oil. Okay. Cindy, we're going to talk about that. So I take this super elixir. I just get a little bit into the dropper, okay? And I literally just section my hair. It's not going to take a ton of oil, and it literally takes like 5 minutes to do this, okay? So I'll literally just take my hair down like the center of my head. It doesn't have to be like a perfect, part. I'll take the oil and I'll just drop a few drops in there. I'll take my nail, kind of section over here, drop it right here. Now everybody's hair is going to be a little bit different. I get really, really dry scalp, like right here. So I make sure I really focus on the oil like close to my hairline, but then I'll just take that back. I'll do like another one back here. Sometimes I have really bad sensitivity, like about the crown of my head. So I'll take a little bit of oil and put it there. Okay. So just a couple little sections with your hair. The next thing is super important. Never use your nails, okay? Your scalp is very, very sensitive, and we don't want to damage the skin on our scalp. So always use your fingertips. If you're like me, you got long nails, avoid, okay? It feels nice, but we want to avoid. So take the fingertips of your fingers and then literally just massage it in for a couple of minutes, okay? That's all it's going to take. Now, I like to also take my hair after I do my scalp, and I will put oil in the ends of my hair too, just to kind of refresh the ends. This is going to be the driest part of your hair. Of course, when you're talking about overall hair health, you're really going to want to focus on your scalp, but I always put it in my ends too. Now, this is my big one, okay? Some people will say leave the oil in for an hour or two. I leave it in overnight, okay? And when I started to do that, I saw the biggest like results with it leaving it overnight, okay? So I'll put it in at night. I will take a silk scrunchie. That's very important. Don't do those like tight elastic things. Do a silk scrunchie. It's going to be less damaging to your hair. I take my hair, I put it up in a bun on the top of my head, and I go to sleep. Because it is a dry oil, and if you allow that to sink into your scalp, it's not going to transfer on your clothes. It's not going to transfer on your pillow, none of that. And then leave it in. Okay. The next morning, I'll get up and I will shampoo my hair twice. And then I will condition my ends, and then you can go ahead and style like usual. Okay. As simple as that. It's literally the easiest thing. I do it once a week. If I feel like my hair is really good at the time, sometimes I'll do it like once every other week. But once a week is plenty. You don't want to do any more than that, literally once a week, and it's going to give you those results. Now, like anything else, hair journey is going to take time. Okay. So you got to stick to it just like anything else. You're not going to do it the first time and be like, my hair feels amazing. It's the best thing in the world. It definitely took time to see those results. But I will say, even after the first time I used it, I was like, I know this is going to work for me. And then I just started to see the growth, less breakage, all of the things over time. Okay. So let's finish up. I know I'm talking a lot. I'm very sorry, but I'm very excited about talking about all this stuff. So let's finish this up with how to promote the hair care products. Okay. Now we have styling products, things like that. I wasn't trying to like talk about everything on here. Do you wash your hair every day? I do not. Okay. One of the biggest things with hair health is you don't want to wash it like you don't want to wash it every single day, but you also don't want to go too long in between washing. I would say I wash my hair probably every 3 days. And it does really well for my hair. And that just works for me. Too long, obviously your hair is going to get too dry, things like that. If you're doing it every day, you are stripping natural oils off of your scalp, so you don't want to do that. Okay. So once a week for the hair oil, and then usually like a hair mask I'll do once a week too. I'll usually do that, like after, if I do an oil treatment, I wash my hair, I'll do a regular wash, the next time I'll do a hair mask, and just kind of like keep up that schedule. Yeah, a couple times a week I think is plenty. Okay. So let's talk about how to promote hair products. Number one, consistency, education, and a personal story. This is what's going to give you confidence and what's going to bring in sales. Okay. Number one, you have to be a product of the product. Yes, it's going to take time to see that full journey when it comes to hair health. So it is going to be a little bit of a journey. And I think that it's okay in the meantime to share other results from other FIs or, anybody else that's using the hair care. For anybody that follows me on social media, you guys are more than welcome to take my results photos, share them away. Okay. I don't mind whatsoever. But it's going to take time to be able to do that. Okay. So, but you can instill trust into your customers by taking them on that journey. So today, if you say, look, I just got off of a training, I learned all about hair health, I'm excited to go on this hair journey, come with me. Okay. And keep people up to date while you're going through that journey. No, you're not going to see massive results in your first couple of weeks, but over time, you're going to get those results. Okay. So take people along with you. Of course, share before and afters. One of the things that I wished I did is take before photos. But again, I wasn't thinking that I was going to get these drastic results. So I got to go through like old videos and just kind of take screenshots of like where I can see my hair to be able to like really show that difference. But if you're going to go on a hair journey, take before photos, okay? That's key. Of course, use all types of social media. Get in your stories, make reels about it, go live, to show hair treatments, things like that. The more knowledge that you share, the more everybody else is going to be excited about trying these products. Here's another thing is ask who wants to go on a hair journey with you. If you're going to start it now, go ask your customers. I'm on a hair journey. I'm excited about trying these products. Who wants to try them with me? And we'll do a journey together. We'll keep up, we'll talk, check in with each other about how our hair health is. It's really good to like, get your customers to take part in that. Um, Focus on education. I can't stress that enough, okay? Not just selling the products. It's one thing to get on and be like, this is my super elixir and I love it and it's my hero product and you really need this for your hair, versus telling people about the ingredients in it, what it does, how it's going to help their hair, okay? Encourage customers and team members, of course, to take results photos, share your client story and results. Most customers are not going to be against when you say, hey, can I share your results? Or, do you mind sending me photos of your hair, things like that to be able to share. Um, Share pain points of hair health. And this is one of the things that, I try to do on my social media all the time. I literally just posted a video, and in the first like 3 seconds of watching this video, you're going to hear me say, "Hi, my name is Tiffany," and all of my hair fell out. Okay. I wanted to like hook them in the very beginning so that they watch that video. But literally, that's a pain point for people. There is so many people on social media that talks about, a stylist fried my hair off, or I didn't take care of my hair, or I have postpartum hair loss, all the things, right? And you have a solution to share with them. Okay. Um, so, create simple demonstrations. Of course, scalp oil, that's a super, super easy way to do that. You can have fun with this too. I'm going to be honest with you. Of course, you can record yourself doing a scalp treatment. One of the times I was on a Zoom call, actually, with our team. I wasn't hosting the call, I was just listening, but I set up my phone and I recorded myself on a Zoom doing my scalp treatment while I was on a call. And I talked about how easy it is to fit this into your routine. It's not something that's going to add a ton of time. It's literally going to take 5 minutes. I can multitask. I can do it while I'm on a call or, anything like that, right? Um, the next thing, use the bundles. Okay, now I know the free hairbrush is ending today, but we do have plenty of time. It's only 11:30. Okay, we have plenty of time to talk about these hair bundles with the free brush. But I'm going to be honest with you, even when the free brush ends, I'm going to still promote the bundles. Okay, we already have those series bundles on our website, so there's no point to not talk about them, right? Okay, so make sure to ask questions. This is super, super important. Even if somebody comes to you and says, "Sell me all of the hair care that you're using," I am still going to ask them questions because I want to make sure that I get the right products in their hand. Of course, I'm going to tell them that they need this. Okay, this is a non-negotiable for hair health. But when it comes to the other series, are you, do you have thin hair? Do you have damaged hair? Is your hair super, super dry? Like, I'm going to ask those questions to make sure that I get the right products in their hands. Okay. And I've had plenty of times that somebody will literally come to me and just be like, "Sell me everything you use." But I'm still going to ask those questions. It's going to instill trust into my clients because they're going to trust me because they're going to get a product in their hand that's going to work for them. They're going to love it. And then that's going to turn them into a long-time customer. Okay. Um, Next thing, create a wish list. Okay, or a hot list. Why did I say wish list? Create a hot list. Okay, I have a hot list that I use all the time. And I have this in my link in bio. Okay, I have a beacons that has like all the different links. I have healthy hair bundle that's linked literally everywhere. This has the super elixir oil, which is my number one. Okay, this has my intense repair leave-in conditioner. I use this every single time I wash my hair. And then I add all of the series bundles to that hot list. And the reason being is that I don't have to change it for every single client. If someone messages me and asks me about hair care, the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to ask them questions. Okay. What is your hair type? What are you looking for in hair care? And then I'm going to tell them, "Great. I think the hydrating line is going to be the best for you. Here is a list. It's a little shopping cart. Make sure to grab the leave-in conditioner. It's one of my favorites. Make sure to grab the super elixir. That's my top product. And then make sure to add the hydrating bundle to your cart." Okay? Because they can go through that hot list and they can click on what they want and what they don't want. But then that way, I'm not creating different lists for different hair care. So all of the different series bundles are on there, and that's okay. And then that's a great time to attempt to upsell. Now, this is not always going to work, right? But when I'm having those conversations, I'm setting the hot list. "Hey, I'm not sure if you're in the market for any styling products as well, but we have really, really great styling products. Okay. We have a hairspray that I absolutely love. Anytime I curl my hair, it's the best hairspray I have. Doesn't leave your hair crunchy. I talk about the dry shampoo. Okay. Does not leave a white residue. I have dark hair, all of those things. So that's a great way to kind of add on without setting them a hot list with every single hair care item on it, right? You don't want it to be too overwhelming, but also you can talk about those other products as well. Okay. Um, okay, so here's something else that I do that I want to show you guys with hair care. And this is really great for a lot of things, skincare, nutrition, all of the things, right? One of the most common things that we have is that a customer will purchase these products, and then what's the first question they ask? How do I use it? Right? And I found myself constantly, okay, to do a scalp treatment, you're going to do this once a week, you're going to part your hair, or here's a reel that shows this, and I'm trying to send this all the time. I work smarter, not harder. Okay. Now, anybody can do this. I went into Canva. I wish I could like show you, but here's my little Canva graphic. It is on my phone. I have an album in my phone that says hair care, and I have all of my results photos, all of the things that I need when it comes to hair. When someone purchases any of the hair care items from me, I send them this photo that they can have and they can save. What this does is explain to them exactly how to use the products. So super elixir oil, I talk about not only can this oil be used on your face daily, I add that too. Okay. I use it on my skin too, but it's a great addition to your hair care routine. I tell them exactly how to use it, section your hair, all the things, put it up in a bun, sleep in it, all the things. And then I say afterwards, of course, time to shampoo your hair twice, roots only. Condition your hair, put it in your ends only, do not put it on your roots. And then I also talk about leave-in conditioner is going to be used mid to ends of your hair after you get out of the shower and you towel dry your hair. Okay. And then, of course, I say dry your hair, style like normal, things like that. I also put a note on here of what all of the different hair cares do, right? So hydrating is for your dry hair, volumizing is for your fine hair, all those things, right? So this is what I send to my clients. Now I tell them too, when you purchase a bundle from me, don't worry, I'm going to send you a graphic. It's going to explain everything. And then the minute they place that order, then I'm sending that to them so that they can have. Okay. This makes my life a million times easier, and I'm not repeating the same thing over and over again. Okay. So last tip for you, okay, is healthy hair is not going to be an overnight thing. I know I said this before, but I'm going to reiterate, okay? It does take time. So take people on the journey with you. Be honest about your hair health, be vulnerable, and be patient with it. It's going to take some time, but I can guarantee you that these are going to work wonders for you. I know my camera is kind of like set down, but I'm going to tell you guys, like, it is absolutely insane where my hair used to be. Probably when I started Farmasi, it was probably like here. Okay. You guys can see the results photos on my page. But last thing that I'm going to give you, okay, and I promise I'm going to let you guys go. I've been talking forever. I'm going to give you a little action for today. Okay. Bundles are ending today. All right. So I want you to go post a hair tip on your page, maybe talk about how to do a hair demo. If you have the ability to do a scalp treatment today, record it, go live, share that with your audience, talk about all of the ingredients, what they do. Again, I can show you guys this. I went to ChatGPT and I asked it to explain all of these ingredients in the elixir and what they do for your hair. I have notes everywhere because I can't remember all of these things all the time. So do something like that today, okay? Share a customer story or maybe an FI story and go steal my graphics. I don't care. A big thing too is maybe go post a poll. Go into your stories or go onto your Facebook or Instagram and just post a poll and ask people, what is your biggest hair struggle? Let them answer that question and then go jump into Messenger and follow up with them and just say, hey, have you been looking for a new hair care line to help with XYZ that you're going through? I would love to share some information about Farmasi. And that's all I got.
Okay, so now I know a lot about hair. Like, okay, oh my goodness.
I told you I
Tiffany,
could talk forever.
girl, great job. Absolutely great job. Bonnie, I know you're sitting there agreeing and you just had your hair cut. So this is fun timing. But thank you so much, Tiffany. You're gonna have a lot of viewers on your Facebook page going to grab some photos today.
That's
I,
fine.
I think we sometimes forget about our hair health. We're so focused on our skin and forget about the scalp and forget about how important that is. So thank you. That was amazing.
It sure was,
Oh
Tiffany.
my God.
That was amazing training. I'm sitting here thinking, is it we haven't done hair training
I
on
know.
Pharmacy Momentum before? That was
I
so
know.
valuable. And I'm sure everybody watching on Facebook and we see on Zoom, they are absolutely loving this training. And I
And
love that you gave them a challenge. I hope everybody puts a 1 in the comments if they're going to take that challenge and they're going to go talk about hair care and they're going
Yeah.
to like so much stuff here. I love how you add the
I,
hot list to your bio.
Yeah.
mhm.
Yeah, were you going to say something, Tiff?
No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off, but
Okay,
I feel like
no,
this is like an untapped thing, like
Totally.
exactly. With
when
this,
it comes to pharmacy, there's a lot of people that focus the makeup, the skincare, the
Yep.
nutrition, but I don't think enough people talk about the hair care. So that's
you're
why I was
so
like, I
right.
am jumping full force into this.
Okay,
Hey
so
guys,
no, go ahead.
what if we made hair care the number one selling product today? How
Yes, I was
fun would
just going to
that
say,
be? How fun would that be? What if Emre was just so surprised that he's like, Jose, what is your sales team doing?
yes,
Why are hair shampoo and conditioner and all
everyone's agreeing.
You
Let's
just
everybody's
need to tell
go.
going?
them they got to keep that elixir in stock because I can't
Oh,
do
girl, the elixir is my favorite too. I don't know
And
what I would do if it went away.
and the
So no,
elixir could even do better because it's such an amazing product. So let's go
yeah.
sell that elixir. I love that you said, who wants to go on a hair care journey with me?
Yes, yes.
I think
Yeah,
that was so great. I love that.
so
Oh,
good.
it's on like Donkey Kong from Tina. I
Let me
love it.
let me add something too, because like,
Sure.
even me and Renee were talking the other day, and I was telling her that I've kind of like switched my content to hair, and I had brought up the elixir. And we were even talking about, like this is one of pharmacy's most expensive products. And I know that sometimes we kind of get into our head about, is someone going to spend the money? I'm going to tell you, number one, when it comes to hair, some of us will spend whatever it takes. Okay.
Yes. Oh,
When all of
yes.
my hair fell out, I bought a $500 halo extension piece. Okay. I didn't have $500 to spend on that, but I wasn't happy about how my hair was. People will spend the money.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
And if they worry about cost, offer them a discount shopper account. Okay.
Yep.
Why not? Right?
And
Exactly.
Tiffany, to that point, how many of us, I just went yesterday, I got my hair dyed, I got it cut. We spend what, 120, $140, some of us? And yet you want to use the cheap $99 store shampoo on your hair? Oh no, girl, that's
Yeah,
not going to help you. You can spend a
exactly.
ton of money at the beauty salon, but if you don't take really good care, starting with the scalp, and I loved your analogy of thinking about it like the plant,
Yeah, the soil.
right?
The
I love
soil.
that analogy. If you don't take good care of it, it's not going to matter what you spend at the salon.
Hmm.
Same with your
I
skin,
agree.
guys. We preach it about the skin all the time.
Mm-hmm,
Your
mm-hmm.
scalp is a
And
part of
I'm
your
going to be honest with you, when it comes to, other hair oils on the market, we are more affordable.
We
I've done
are.
my
Yeah.
research.
Yes, we are.
Right.
And it's an amazing, amazing list of ingredients. If you all don't know the combination of oils in that product, do what Tiffany said. Go chat GPT all those oils and learn about what each one adds to the formula. So Tiffany, again, kudos. Thank you for sharing. This is huge.
Yeah, really great.
Thank you. Okay.
All right, Bonnie,
So
you're going to give us
Renee,
some reminders for today as we head out.
stay with me in case I forget something. But in the
Okay.
US, today's the last day to sign up for $1. Woohoo! Let's get a lot of people sign up, maybe on the hair care uh,
Maybe.
or the oil. What a great first purchase. The hot list, by the way, did I mention that when she said
Yes,
she adds
yes,
it to her bio? Chef's
beautiful.
kiss. That's
Yes,
going to be a new
yes.
saying for me. Okay, sign up in Canada. It's join for free as always, but you can purchase an $8.50 bottle of shampoo. Again, hairline.
There you
The
go.
20% off bundles with the brush still on, ends tonight, but like Tiffany said, keep it going tomorrow, even without the brush. And we have the last day of up to 50% off, amazing promotion. So today is going to be
It's a
an
big day.
incredible day. It's going to
Yeah.
be a good day for your business. You're going to see people reach some titles. You're going to go to the next level. You guys, it's a really great day for selling today. So we wish you the best. Good luck. Remember at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time today on Facebook US, we're going to have CEO talks with our president, Emery Tuna. So make sure to try to tune in or watch the replay, right, Renee?
That's right. That's
Well,
right. We all
this has
love
been
hearing
fun
from
with you.
Emre.
Absolutely. It's been a while, so it'll be great to hear from him.
Yeah.
And it's always a pleasure. Oh, and Sybil, I didn't get a chance to thank her. I know you did, Renee. I was filling up too. I'm like, I just put my mascara on. I'm not wearing the waterproof. Thank you, Sybil. And you are an example of success. So thank you for sharing your story. And good luck to all of you out there. And Renee,
Yeah.
I hope you have a great day.
Thank you. You as well. And guys, let's go sell some hair care. Let's shake it up today. All right. Thank you guys so much. Bye.
Bye.